Bei Dermot Bannon I Gil Vanton in Uckla Room to Improve agus Bélo an Tannish sa Teach ag Nish Nís Mó Tannish in Shortland Street.
We all have a responsibility to help people as fully and holistically as we can.
I agree.
So maybe you could just think about it a bit more before reaching for the prescription pad.
Now, she padded out her CV and added horse riding to her list of hobbies just to make her sound good.
She lied on her CV.
I am fully qualified and fully capable, and I am at exactly the same level that you are.
You had a quiet night in last night? Mm-hmm. Nothing better to do?
No.
Okay, make me drag it out of you. What's going on with you and Kingy?
You'll be pleased to know I ended it.
I am pleased. Sexy bad boys are one thing, but good-looking hardened criminals are another.
Change the record.
So why did you dump him?
I just did.
He must have done something.
I realised that being from different worlds was a bigger problem than I could deal with, okay? And I'm sick of having everyone on my back the whole time.
And how did he take it?
Better than I would have. I mean, I know it gave him a knock, but he didn't make a fuss, and he was really sweet to me to the end. But you're right, you know, he's not a good person. It's all a front.
So it's not eczema?
No, this is shingles. It's a type of virus that gets into the nerves. You must have been feeling the pain last time you ran.
The doctor prescribed a steroid cream and didn't do anything.
Yes, well, it's lucky we caught it now and can manage it.
I'm not blaming the doc. She was nice. Seemed really thorough.
Who did you see?
Dr. Freeman.
Jared seemed like such a sweet guy. I can't imagine him hurting her.
Even Sophie says he's too good to be true.
So why did she dump him?
I have no idea. She wouldn't say. She just looked miserable.
Maybe you should take her out for lunch.
No, I'm busy. Anyway, it's your turn. Keep me posted.
Lip, have you seen Tanya this morning?
The grumpy one? Yes.
Don't knock it. She's grumpy because she dumped Kingy.
Really? What happened?
I think she got one insight too many into how he operates.
Okay. So at what stage do sexy bad boys stop being sexy and just become bad?
For some woman, never. I'm just glad that Tanya is... Hello.
Let me guess. Thank God Tanya dumped that creep.
He is a creep. How can you keep getting it so wrong when it comes to men?
Please, don't hold back.
Oh, no, Tanya, wait.
Well, I suppose that we should all be glad that Kingy didn't get violent when she did the "it's you, not me" speech.
Seriously, that was my biggest worry. We've all seen what the Whitetails can do.
Good grief, what is that?
Kingy bought it for me from a little shop in South Ferndale.
Bought or stole?
What does he say?
You might be able to live without me, but art like this is forever. So sweet.
Look, I'm treating Mrs. Norton for shingles. It wasn't eczema.
Should I know this person?
You treated her 10 days ago.
Shingles are hard to distinguish in the early stages.
Well, this is the third patient in 2 days to come back with a misdiagnosis from you.
Diagnosis is a process of elimination. If she'd come back to me, I would have picked it up.
And 2 of my weight loss group have resigned because you gave them easier options.
You think it's wrong to give people a choice? If they have reasons...
Liposuction and magic pills are not valid options. Oh, and a cold you diagnosed on a 5-year-old was actually a middle ear infection. Mother is unhappy. Apparently you didn't even have a look.
Parents are always stressed. She probably forgot that I checked.
An horoscope assessment wasn't recorded in the notes.
Well, then maybe I forgot to write it down.
You slipped your game, Brooke.
He can't stop scratching. It's lifting the dressing. Starting to dehiss.
I can't help it, eh?
Are you a drug user?
No.
If you're withdrawing, we need to know.
I'm clean as. It's this bed man. I need to get out of here.
Yes, well, you can't. If we need
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, settle down. You're making things worse.
What's the story?
Bro, they're harassing me.
He's showing symptoms of drug withdrawal, probably methamphetamine, and if we don't know either way, he's going to end up infecting that wound and he'll probably need extensive surgery.
You been using again? Answer me. P?
When was his last hit?
Tell her.
Yesterday, maybe, last night.
I'll tell the doctor. We can at least give you something to stop the... That was the withdrawal, so it's not so bad.
Thank the nurses.
Thank you.
I thought he was off it, it seems not.
Does he have any stashed?
Nothing, I swear.
Is it okay if I sit with him for a minute?
Sure.
We'll have a little chat about drugs.
Oh, bad day. Sometimes I wonder if I'm good enough.
We've all been there.
I try to be thorough. I check and recheck, and still I get in trouble.
With Callum or TK?
I took a different approach with one of TK's regulars. He doesn't approve, which, don't get me wrong, is fair enough.
Well, TK's pretty focused, but I hope he hasn't been giving you a hard time.
It doesn't matter. I just don't want to let him down.
Well, you won't. Look, we both know that diagnosis is an art as much as a science. Don't let one bad day drag you down.
Yo, hop along. I put my timesheets on your desk. Cheers for collating that.
See, we all have our crosses to bear. Hang in there.
You lose a patient?
Just that cup.
Have I asked you out lately?
Not for at least 8 hours.
Well, let me take you out to dinner tonight.
I'd love to, but...
But me not. Let me take you out somewhere gastro-fantastic.
Not tonight, unfortunately. I've set it aside for a work catch-up. It's an absolute must-do.
Well, let me bring dinner to you then.
Another night, when we're both rostered off. Okay?
So you and Kingy had a chat?
He the man.
I was sure that he's going to give you a hard time.
Nah, he's sweet. Sorry about freaking out before, eh? It's the withdrawal thing, you know? Bad scene.
You seem much happier now.
Oh, it's your healing hands. They make all the pain go away.
Shanti? You notice a difference in our little friend?
He's completely different. His mood, he's not scratching.
Because someone's given him drugs, he's high as a kite.
You think Kingy did it?
Who else?
But Tanya said he was against drugs.
What he says and what he sells are probably different things.
What should we do?
Tell Scotty and notify security. I'm not having Kingy anywhere near the patient.
Well, what if he comes back anyway?
First sign of him, tell me. I'll happily sort him out.
How's the stop smoking group?
Numbers slightly up. Winter colds. Smokers stay sick longer. Finally do something about it.
Hey, that's not a bad angle. You might want to exploit that. Put some new posters up. Cold won't go. Tell that ciggy no.
Nice one.
Okay. Weight loss group.
Numbers are down for previous attendees and newbies.
Also a winter thing. People tend to put on weight in the colder months.
That's not science, it's a folk myth. Right up there with liposuction is the cure for obesity.
What's going on here?
One of TK's patients I saw opted for liposuction.
And now they started popping pills she prescribed. I'd taken months getting these two into the weight loss group, and one visitor broke, and they're spending money they can ill afford on junk medicine.
One of the women had a wedding coming up, and the other had self-esteem issues. In neither case did I encourage them to drop the weight loss program.
Mrs. Antonelli's extended family has a wedding every second weekend, and Audrey Matarangi's self-esteem issues are less to do with her weight than the fact she's just left an abusive relationship.
Okay. You both make valid points, but it's clear Brooke made the best call she could in the circumstances. You win some, you lose some. Okay? Next, the budget.
So, your father tells me you dumped Jared.
Yes?
I know you're miserable. Safe to say you're confused about boys?
Not anymore. I'm turning lesbian. Okay, I'm not, but can we please talk about something else, Mum?
Sophie, why did you dump him? I know parental approval is the kiss of death, but really he does tick every box, surely.
If you like him so much, why don't you go out with him?
You couldn't pay me to be a teenager again. First all the business with Tane, then Jared coming along too soon afterwards.
I saw Tane yesterday. He acted so cool, said he was over it, over me. But I know who's giving me an easy out.
Is that so bad?
Nothing's easy for him.
That doesn't mean you have to suffer. You said Jared was too good to be true. Did you mean he was too good for you?
Look, it's how I feel, okay? I know you don't get it, Mum, But I can't make it work with him right now.
Hey, that's fine with me. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of time out.
I just wish I'd done it all differently.
I'm not slept with Tano.
But I felt like if I didn't, then he'd think it's because he was in a wheelchair. How shallow would that make me?
But it was never like that between you two. If he hadn't had the accident, you never...
Yeah, I know, but then everything got so screwed up. Then the doco came out and I got all this kudos for being with him. Then I invited him to the ball.
You're taking way too much on yourself. You can't tell me he didn't play on your feelings. He knew you were just friends.
I wish it had stayed that way. Now we can't even have a conversation.
Has anyone seen Scotty? Orthopedics. Oh, cheers. Hey, you couldn't have made a better decision. Kingy just slipped one of my patients some pee.
No way.
His boy Smiley goes into withdrawal, Kingy visits, and the next thing, Smiley's high ass.
But Kingy's against his boys taking drugs.
So he says.
He lied.
I'll get back to you about that new supplier.
Cheers.
Brooke, a moment, please. You and TK, disagreement over differing approaches?
Basically. But honestly, I have the highest regard for TK. I feel I've let him down.
He can take things a little personally.
He cares. And he was trained by you, so there's a lot he can teach me. I'm not going to complain if he blows off a little steam along the way.
I'd prefer he didn't, and I want you to feel supported here.
Thanks. I just want to do a good job.
Speaking of which, have you thought about when your contract ends? Might you be interested in staying on?
Thanks. It's really nice to be asked.
I'm not making a firm offer. It's just something for both of us to think about.
Sure. In the meantime, I'd better try harder to match TK's standards.
I suspect you already do.
Hold it. Have you supplied Smiley with drugs today?
No. Why?
Because after we left you with him, we came back and he was high.
On?
We're assuming P. We've taken bloods to check.
Well, if you're right, when I was out getting this, someone must have visited him and fixed him up.
So you slipped out and his dealer slipped in?
He must have.
Or you're the one who gave him the drugs?
Okay. The situation is this. We think it possible you or someone close to you supplied drugs to Smiley. Now, we're struggling just to do basic care without being undermined like this, so I'm asking you to leave. If you need to get a message to Smiley, you can do so at the desk or by phone.
Why wait until his dealer shows up again? Look, I don't want any of my boys using. If I catch a source, I can deal with it.
Please leave now.
Big mistake.
I'm just going to sort out the bill.
So, how's the new fella?
Better now he's rid of me.
He ditched you.
Other way round.
What's with you and guys?
I'm poison, whatever. Look, I'm really sorry that Tana and I became more than friends, okay? If I could change it, I would, believe me. It's wrecked everything.
No, not everything. Tana's doing okay.
You reckon?
He's positive and he's making plans for the future. He had his nursing interview with a panel of bigwigs.
Really? I saw him. He never said.
Well, we're waiting to hear. But they didn't turn him down right off. He handled it, you know?
Gutsy.
And I reckon a lot of that is down to you. Well, he's kind of pumped now that he knows he can do the biz.
Oh, jeez.
Tana's going back to the spinal unit this afternoon, but Sarah's bringing him here for drinks or whatever first. You should drop by.
I think he might have seen enough of me for one lifetime.
Doubts. If me and him can still be tight after what I put him through, so can you guys.
So Brooke made a few different calls on patient care. She's still learning how we deal with things here.
I found out today that she diagnosed a shingles patient as having eczema. Last week she missed an ectopic pregnancy.
In the early stages of both conditions, it's not always clear-cut.
Well, she had a kid with a cold and missed a middle ear infection. How basic is that?
When you've got a stressed mum and a young child, it's very easy to miss details.
She didn't even look in the kid's ear. You know, she doesn't bother checking the notes. She changes treatment plans I've worked on for months, overprescribes pharmaceuticals, and uses the BNF like a how-to guide.
Well, didn't we all when we first started? Remember, she is a junior doctor and she needs to learn. And I think it's sensible that she still looks things up.
Well, she's pretty much at the same level as me. I don't feel the need to look everything up.
You've had much more hands-on and you had an excellent mentor.
Okay, but what is the deal with sending obesity issues off to a so-called appearance medicine clinic?
It's called patient choice. Would you lighten up? Look, please work with Brooke and don't be so quick to be judge and jury.
She complained about me.
No, the opposite. She speaks very highly of you. And she's very keen to meet your high standards and she's willing to learn.
Well, she should have said.
Well, how could she if you're jumping down her throat every chance you get? Look, TK, you are a good doctor. Now be a good colleague and an even better teacher.
I'll do my best while she's here.
Good. Because I'm thinking of asking her to stay long term.
You think she'll want to?
Well, she was flattered when I sounded her out about it.
I still don't believe she's cut out for GP work.
Okay. Your reservations are noted, but I think in this case that you are wrong. I think she'll be a credit both to the PCC and to Shortland Street.
Kingy, hey, just come to visit her.
Twice in one day?
Yeah.
I'm only going to ask you this once. You're supplying Smiley, correct?
He was desperate, man. He needed...
Pete! You start fights at basketball practice, you shoot your mouth off in front of my girl, and now you give one of my crew drugs. You just ran out of luck.
That's Kingy. You were banned from this hospital?
Is this the guy who's been supplying Smiley?
Yeah, full.
I'm searching you on suspicion.
Can he do that?
Yes, so give him a break and hand it over.
Oh, man.
That's your little problem solved, okay? I'm coming with you to the station.
I think we were wrong about that guy.
Maybe.
I better get. Be back in an hour.
Excuse me, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Yes, I'm sure.
No, really.
Wait, did you do some acting or modelling a few years ago? For a car ad, Porsche, wasn't it?
Sorry, wrong number.
Well, cold beer? Yeah, it's good. Not cold, not too malty.
Funny guy. What'd the nursing school say?
I got it, man.
Congratulations, that's brilliant.
Lieutenant Samuels, wheelchair nurse, and his house. Bringing them bedpans, his waters, one stunned. He's so sexy, he's so fine. The girls all love him, never you mind.
Where is TK? Why is he missing all of this?
Look, can I just say, the spirit of Ed Hillary is here with us tonight. And he is saying, don't let anyone tell you how hard it'll be to do a nursing course from the seat of a wheelchair. Work hard, think hard, and knock the bastard off. Cheers.
Cheers!
And before I forget, the official upside down nursing watch.
Hey, man. Oh. Excuse me, folks. Hey.
Hey, look, I'm not staying. I just wanted to give you this. And, I did the film because you rock. You always have and you always will. And if you're not sick of the word, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I. I'm sorry for not what happened, just how it happened. Yeah. If I messed with your head, I never meant to.
That's okay. As long as we're okay.
We were about to take the cop up to the ward when Kingy drags this kid out by the scruff of his neck. Even makes him hand over the pee that he was supplying to Smiley.
Told you Kingy was against drugs.
I admit I might have leapt to conclusions there.
When he cares about his boys.
Well, he might have his good points, but it doesn't change who he is.
Hey.
Sorry about fobbing you off before.
I should think so. Here am I, hot as, and you flick me off to do homework. Change your mind, woman.
You silver-tongued devil. All right, tonight I am all yours.
Really?
Really?
Sweet. Well, what time should I pick you up?
I'll swing by your place about 7.
Brilliant. Damn, I'm good.
You could charm the birds out of the trees.
Some help, please. Brooks' personnel file. There's some information I need.
Well, we don't really have a file on her. Brooks a locum, so her agency might have what it is you're looking for.
Original registration certificate.
That's easy. Just access the medical council's registration list.
Why not think of that? You know what, look, I can do it, so don't bother. I just need some details for my paperwork and so on, so no need to mention it to Dr. Freeman.
This can't be right.
What can't?
Oh, see for yourself. There's 3 Dr. Freemans here, just no Brooke Freeman.
Oh, hell.
It must be a mistake. I know she padded the hobby section of her CV, but this looks like she's not even a registered... Oh, dear.
I'm confused.
I know. It's good of you to come, considering...
Considering you dumped me yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, so I heard you call one of the boys bringing drugs to Smiley.
Guess which one?
2-pack.
Yeah.
That was kind of his last strike, right?
Pretty much. But then I remembered what he was like before the drugs and ended up talking the cops around.
In what way?
Well, even they could see there was no point in him going to jail.
So what did they do?
He's back on the drug program and has to report to the community police every 3rd day.
It's pretty lenient.
But reporting to me every day, twice a day, is not.
You really think you can help him?
If I don't, he'll be dead in a year. So what's this all about?
There's something I need to ask you.
Shoot.
When you took me to that restaurant yesterday and you went to pay, I watched you in a mirror. And instead of giving Mr. Chan money, he gave you an envelope stuffed with cash.
And?
Was it protection money?
Is that why you ditched me?
Are you forcing people to pay you for protection?
No, their money was owed.
Then why did he look so scared?
Because he is. We're one step away from evicting him.
We?
My boss owns the building. Mr. Chan's little gambling problem means he's behind in payments. The only reason why he wasn't tossed out long ago is because he's such a great cook.
So there's no protection record?
Tanya, I'm studying law in part to earn good money. Why would I risk being caught shaking down people for peanuts?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Just one. Kiss me.
The live finals of The Voice of Ireland continue in the Helix on Sunday when Team Bressie take on Team Bryan at 6:30.